Welcome to Atlanta Tarot. This is the tarot forecast for Scorpio for late January, February 2022. It's the we're in the sign of Aquarius and the element is air, so it's very much out of the comfort zone sort of story this month. Next 4 weeks, sorry. You're in your fourth house of home and family, so that's what's going to be in the spotlight for you guys this month. So let's have a look. And we have Ace of Coins. New beginnings, money coming in, financials looking really good, new projects coming in, all sorts of new beginnings. The aces can bring on all sorts of lovely new beginnings, so it's great, but it particularly is concerned with money and finances, just saying you don't need to worry. That's one thing you don't need to worry about this month. So, let's have a look where you are right now. And we have the end of a cycle, so really nice. The world comes in and sort of says it's all done and dusted, this cycle, that you've just come out of a cycle. And so there'll be a new one in the offing, fabulous. And it's going to be, as I said, home and family will be in the spotlight. Let's see what's influenced that to come in, and in turn will influence the entire reading. And the 10 of Swords, so the end of a family curse. So difficult times are definitely behind you with people, family matters, all that sort of, if it's been a bit of a confusing mental energy, hideous time recently, that is definitely coming to an end. So you've survived, Scorpio. So that's excellent, but just know that throughout the next 4 weeks that's going to be a major influence, and you'll notice the difference, hopefully. The background of the situation, so December, January, very much feeling out on the outer there, out in the cold, not really feeling like being a part of the group. Just a bit, yucky energy, but also it's a kind of change, but it's also changing that you felt like you didn't really want to become a part of the group. You saw the group through the window, but you thought, oh no, I don't want to go in there. I don't want to mix today. I'm not into it. But that leaves us feeling a little bit isolated. But then sometimes it's just a good time, that time to just spend time on our own rather than force ourselves into with the group and just feel even more out of sorts, so to speak. Recent influences, we have the Queen of Swords, so very much this Aquarian energy, or the air sign queen, so but she's mainly a Libran queen, very sort of clear thinking woman. Maybe this has been reflective of you. Maybe you've cut certain people out of your life that no longer were. Sort of just, I feel like they just weren't, there was no more to do with that story, and that's that world card too. It's like, just leave it, let it go. It's it was something you had to go through, but now you've well and truly come through, and you've got clarity reigning supreme here. So you've used your big sword to cut out what you don't need any longer in your life. It can be a sad time too, as we've seen here, but you know, this is what happens. This is just the life, is it not? Let's see the lesson you'll be learning. Yeah, and feeling a bit disconsolate, just feeling a bit like, just a bit, you've got everything you could want, but there's something missing, a bit emotionally sort of stranded in a way, but this is only a transitory card. But when we really look at, we've got everything that we need, so why? But yeah, it's just that in-between card, especially if there's been a relationship breakup, or you've just felt, out of sorts about your relating with others. Don't worry so much, that too shall pass. And that's when we kind of use that time to look at what we do have, not what we don't have. It's only a fleeting time, Scorpio. Near future. And we have the devil, so coming into the devil is, you know, this is our addictions and our sort of being stuck in things, or, you know, just, you know, just that energy of the devil, which is Capricorn, of really feeling like, oh, we need to do that, or overdoing something too much, like drinking or whatever it is, gambling, sex, all those different worldly, earthly no-nos really that can get out of hand. With most of us, we've all got something, and it comes in quite strong here in the near future, so just, you know, balance that up a little bit. Don't go crazy with it, try and keep it balanced. And we all have those times of the year where we just go a bit overboard with that we know we shouldn't, but you know, this is how it is. Let's see what's happening that you're not realizing, and that will be a key to the whole reading. Yeah, expect the unexpected, and just something that just came in out of nowhere, just disrupted your whole sort of vibe there, and just really wasn't a very nice feeling, and very fleeting. And once again, it's air energy, Gemini and type of energy, where you just sort of disruption and just horrible feeling. But it's sort of an immature energy actually, Scorpio, so you can take a bit of, you know, you can sort of look at that for what it is. It's just sometimes these people come in and go out of our lives to, you know, give us a bit of a jolt, I suppose. So however, that has gone, and maybe, you know, that person may come back in, but just see it for what it is. It's a bit of a, yeah, disruptive energy, and sort of, yeah, the wind blows this way and the wind blows that way. Let's see how others see you. And the Magician, so lots of potential there, lots of potential. Very tricky to this card. It's like you have potential, but then there's risk. Potential and risk. It's like anything. When we put ourselves on the line, there's always the potential for it to be risky, or for it to be amazing. And yeah, that's it. But it's a very spiritual card as well, so it kind of lets you know that, you know, that was meant to happen for a reason as well. It's just the spirit messenger at work, and a bit of a magician too. He can be a very tricky customer, but that through him we learn, you know, we learn our lessons, don't we? Okay, the next card. So positive feelings. Sorry, I just had to open the door. Positive feelings, and we have, yeah, a bit tired, a bit exhausted at the moment. Just recoup those energies, Scorpio. You're just feeling a bit spiritually drained at the moment, and no wonder why. It's been a big couple of weeks for you guys. So just recoup energy, don't worry so much. There's just been a lot on with work, holidays, for people going out, all that kind of thing. But this is more drained of your spiritual energy, so feeling a bit yuck. But that too will change, and as we saw here with the world, it's the end of a cycle. So just look at the positives out of that. The outcome, we have fear for fear's sake. So there's no more fear to come in, only that fear that you sort of conjure up yourself. But just try, and it is, Aquarius is the time for being out of the comfort zone. So just hang on until we land back in your water sign of Pisces in under 4 weeks' time, and you might feel a bit better. I'm just going to pop a clarifier on the fear for fear's sake. And we have under the surface, yeah, if it looks too good to be true, it probably is. So just watch yourself this next 4 weeks, Scorpio. It could be you're a bit exhausted spiritually, and it's been kind of a bit of a rough time. So just try to, you know, keep to yourself and just get on with work or whatever else, and try not to sort of be lured into any more sort of troubling or like the magician type of things, where things look really amazing, but then there's sort of lurking in this on the side there is a bit of trickery. So get through this month, yeah, as best you can, and focus on great things, and I'm sure you'll be fine. I do feel a bit for you, Scorpio, but of all the signs, you're tough, so just sort of scare yourself through this lot. Let's see what your message is. Generosity. A true spiritual life is not possible without a generous heart. When you act in the true spirit of generosity with no expectations, your heart expands outwardly as a consequence of compassion and loving kindness to be found within. I'm sure that's not exactly what you want to hear at the moment, but never mind. Onwards and upwards, Scorpio. Have a good month, and thank you very much for listening.